What's up, Will? Welcome back to Cinnabon Pancakes. Today we're making cinnamon bun pancakes. I've actually already made cinnamon bun pancakes before once, and this is the second time around. Last time we did it on stream, I made 2 of these today. Let me show you how. So the first thing we're gonna do is to make the caramel that's gonna go on top of the pancake, like a little swirl. So we wanna add the sugar and just turn the heat on and let that caramelize, let that melt. So just kind of spread it out in the pan basically and just leave it until it's liquid. So when your sugar's melted and starting to brown, you wanna add your butter and let that melt into it. And you wanna stir it a little bit because so you don't burn anything. With your butter all incorporated, you add your cinnamon and stir that around, and we're gonna put this into a piping bag. So if you haven't turned your heat off yet, turn your heat off so that the mixer gets a few seconds to cool down so that you don't melt everything into pure garbage or like burn your house down. And if we're lucky, we're not gonna burn everything. That's what we're going for. We're gonna get back to this when we start to make the pancakes, and until then, it should have cooled down and probably separated a little bit. We're gonna fix that when we get to it. Let's get started with our dry mix for the batter. The biggest difference between these pancakes and normal American pancakes is the addition of cardamom. We're using we're gonna grind, actually. We're not using freshly ground cardamom. We're grinding our own cardamom to make it as freshly ground as possible. So just pour that into like a mortar and pestle. You can also use a spice grinder, I guess, but I don't have one, and I like the looks of this. I mean, look at it, it's beautiful, it's stone. Just gently start pounding the living shit out of your cardamom to make it as small as possible. If you want bigger chunks to chew on in your pancakes, be my guest, but I want them to be pretty small. So let's start doing this. With your cardamom all ground, just get your bowl, pour it in, obviously, like so, and then just add the rest of your ingredients. Add the flour, sugar, baking powder, not to be confused with baking soda. That's gonna make your pancakes taste like shit because we don't have some. Just never mind. Just don't add baking soda, add baking powder and salt. And yeah, that's about it. You've seen this before. Grab a whisk and just give it a quick mix. And then let's head over to the wet mix, basically. Wet mixture, milk and eggs. And I've gotten crap for not opening them with one hand. So I guess I'm gonna be opening them with one hand. I hope you're happy, internet critics. Your wet mix and your dry mix, just put them together. I mean, you've made pancakes before, right? It doesn't really matter if you haven't. This is an easy recipe to follow. Also, I forgot to tell you, I'm on Twitch now. You should follow me on Twitch now. I might be live, I might not be live, but if you follow me on Twitch now, you'll know when I'm live. It's like YouTube subscription, but we can talk with each other like whenever. It's a good thing. I promise. But yeah, stir your wet and dry ingredients together. And yeah, make sure not to over mix your batter, like always when we do American pancakes or like any kind of fluffy pancakes, because the more you stir your batter, the more gluten is gonna be developed, and the pancakes are gonna be tougher, and they're not gonna rise as much, and they're not gonna be as fluffy when you put them in your face hole. So yeah, just stir it together. Lumps are okay, because they're gonna disappear when we fry them. Put that away, and now let's preheat our pan. So I'm gonna get my little induction heater. So now we have our pan preheating. I have gotten brown, mushy sugar cinnamon thing out from its hiding place. And as you can see, the butter has separated a little bit. That's okay, we knew that was gonna happen. So what you wanna do is grab a hold a little bit up and just kind of mush everything together again. And this is gonna work in varying degrees depending on how good you are at mushing. It doesn't need to be perfect. I mean, we're still gonna eat it. It's sugar and cinnamon and butter. Does that sound bad? No. New game plan. That went to hell. So instead of doing that, we're gonna preheat our pan, get some more batter in there, And I have put the butter sugar mixture back into the pot and on low heat over here. So what we're gonna do now is to take our now once again liquefied sugar mixture with a spoon and then just spoon it on. Like so, and then put this back on heat so we can keep it liquid. You can keep that on like pretty low heat just so it stays warm and stays liquid. And then we're gonna just keep frying the pancakes up. And there we are, they are done. You might be wondering why I made 2 of these today. It's not for the thumbnail, because I'm just gonna use these ones for the thumbnail. It's actually because I had a friend who helped me hold the camera. He's very, very still. That's why the camera isn't moving right now, because he's holding it. He's like a living tripod. So do you want your share?
Hell yeah, mate.
Awesome. Yeah, and as always, the best way to eat pancakes is with your hands. So let's try a bite. And these is actually 5 pancakes stacked on top of each other. So it's like a full stack, I think. I think a full stack is 5 pancakes, yeah. Anyways, let's try it. That's fantastic. Wow. Yeah, so last time I didn't put the cardamom in the batter, but I put in the sugar mixture, and this is way better. This tastes like more like the Swedish kanelbulle, or like the Swedish cinnamon bun. Well, I'm gonna go clean up. But I'm gonna bring these and I'm gonna go watch some Tokyo Ghoul. It's an anime. I watch animes now. Actually, did I tell you that I'm on Twitch now? Because I'm on Twitch now. You should come follow me on Twitch. Also, subscribe to this YouTube channel today. Become a will. I post new videos every week. Yeah, we're gonna be making pancakes. We're gonna be making other things as well. Because, you know, maybe pancakes, maybe something else. Okay, so now I have to go and watch the Tokyo Ghost thing. Bye.